number 5 reason is the food.
So national parks aren't very well, or are well known for actually the food being bad. So, I mean, you're in a national park. But I have to say that the food around here has been pretty good. So their main dining room here, they have a buffet. Paul had a great prime rib there. And but you do need to make reservations, so make sure you do that.
Way in advance.
Way in advance, yeah. Or try the day of and keep calling back, because that does work too.
Oh, people cancel.
People do cancel. They have the Bear Pit Lounge, they have the snack bar, and then in the nearby hotel they also have their lodge restaurant, which was actually really good too. So,
good. Yeah.
So there's good food choices around here. There's a grill, so you've got a couple of different options, and that would be our number 5 reason for staying here.
Okay, so number 4 is a great gathering spaces right here in front of Old Faithful.
So they have so much seating for everybody, and one of the great places to hang out is on this deck where you can sit here and relax and talk to people while you're waiting for the in-between time for Old Faithful to erupt. There's great gathering spaces inside around the fireplaces, on the different floors overlooking the common area, and there's plenty of room here. It's July and it's a busy time, but it's not so busy that you actually can find a seat or feel like there's too many people hanging out. So our number 4 reason is the gathering spaces. So we're sitting on the 3rd floor of the Old Faithful Inn. They've done a really great job of making a lot of places for people to sit. So it's, even after the eruptions and stuff, it's not really crowded. It's a great place to sit. But I wanted to point out here the architecture of these beams that are holding this up. And you can see that there's these, the wood pieces that are at the angle that typically hold things up are not the straight, the supports, they're not the straight lines that you usually see in any of the beams around here. All of them have this curve to them, and what we were told is that they're still lodgepole pines, which is what the rest of these are, but the curves are actually because these lodgepole pines actually had a disease. And so they went out and they picked out these particular trees that had this disease, that had this curve in them, and used them all over the property.
They
handpicked them, to make for super interesting architecture within. So we are on the 3rd floor right now, and one of the things that we just noticed is there's these extra special rooms, 229, 227, 225, up here that are part of the old property. So I bet if you book those rooms, they are super special.
Number 3 is the experience stay.
Yes, the building and the rooms are so well preserved that you feel like you're stepping back in time into 1903. And so when you're here, it's like a whole experience just staying at the hotel. The room, even the bathrooms down the hall, is part of the experience. And our number 3 reason is you need to come and have this experience.
There's one of the doors right there.
Okay, come here. You are not going to believe what I found. Come here.
Let's go check it out.
It's right there. I found a tub room.
A tub room.
This is actually a tub room.
Okay, that's
so
crazy.
These old hotels, when it was built in 1903, didn't have their own bathrooms. But what they did have is they have shower rooms and bathrooms, but they have a tub room. So come here. I'm going to turn down the light. Look at this.
Oh, okay, that's pretty wild.
Right? Look how big this is.
So you take a tub.
So you walk in and there's 2 different bathrooms and you can take your own tub. And this is a clawfoot tub. Beautiful size.
Huh.
Right? Beautiful tile work in here.
Okay, nobody ever said anything about this.
And nobody said anything. And if this is one of the common bathrooms, this is super great. Look at this marble top sink and everything.
Wow.
We have a whole tub room. So here's our room, room 50. And just to give you an idea, the shower room is right here.
Right next door, right across the hall.
Somebody's in there right now.
Oh, okay. So you just lock yourself in.
Yeah. And then here, coming around the corner here, there are his and her bathrooms. So that's where those are.
There's the women's. And there's the men's.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you the bathrooms that we have to use, which are really, really nice actually. So Still the old ceilings and everything, but really, really nice. But this is really funny. So we found this earlier. They've got signs here that say, don't stand on the toilets to go potty, sit on them. And I know, I've been over to Asia, so I understand why they're there, but I think that's really funny. But these are the bathrooms, and they're really nice. So they do give you bathrooms, his and hers, to go down and use the shower, and to use, if you need, or to use the tub room. So you're going to see me running around in these tomorrow morning. It's like a spa robe, so close enough.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, I'm going to use it. So our final thoughts on the room. Loved staying in this room, first of all.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. But what was luxury in 1903 is considered kind of bare necessities today. So luxury, it had electricity in the room. It actually had, I don't know if it had an in-room sink or not.
Oh, I bet it
running
did.
water.
I bet you that's the original
Idea.
sink.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so you have that. But bathrooms down the hall are not considered
Shower
luxury
down the hall,
anymore.
yeah.
Shower down the hall, even a tub room down the hall is not luxury anymore. It was totally okay.
It was luxury just having such a thing.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
You have to go to the outhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And skip the shower.
Yeah. But, you know, overall, I would definitely say that staying in this room is worth the experience. I would absolutely stay here again. It wasn't such a big deal.
No.
It wasn't such a big inconvenience or whatever. And it kind of gives you a little bit more appreciation, too, of everything we have today. So, great room. Love the Old Faithful Inn.
And our number 2 reason is right there, which is Old Faithful.
The location of this place is perfect because you're really steps away from Old Faithful, which is just finishing one of its eruptions right now. And you can watch it every 90 minutes. They have great observation decks. You can go walk to it and watch it. It's literally a 2 minutes away. But also like a 10 or 15 minute drive is the Prismatic, which is that beautiful pool of colors that you can see. And that's a quick drive away from here. And as well as the mud pots and the other geysers and everything you want to see is located very close to this. So our number 2 reason to stay here is its location.
Number 1 is Iconic Hotel.
So this hotel, the architecture is amazing. It was built in 1904. It's really a piece of Americana. It's a piece of our history. And so the number 1 reason to stay at the Old Faithful Inn is it is an iconic hotel. So I wanted just to share this picture with you. This is Robert C. Reamer, and he was 1873 to 1938. At the age of 29, he actually was the architect of the Old Faithful Inn and also redeveloped the Lake Inn that we stayed at. So I just wanted to show you that this was the guy who did this. And a quote they had from him was that one of his greatest joys was creating. And he took this Old Faithful Inn and was the first guy who really made a lodge that was rustic and yet considered luxury at the same time. So, welcome to the Old Faithful Inn.